Aquarius is heavy in your energy. I don't know what happened with the first video. I just updated this device and it literally just was like, oh, are you ready to update your device again? So evidently there's more than one update, oddly enough. Um, but there's a big significance around nervousness. Oof. Yeah, I see these goosies. It's like, I don't know why it's giving like stress, nervous. Look at this, both arms, right? It's giving like stress, nervousness. Um, it has to do with patience, and it's almost like waiting to um, recover or to alchemize, right? Hair raising is what it is, and a lot of times when you're in situations like that, this actually, obviously, I'm me, but this feels like a situation that's pretty serious. Maybe life or death, maybe not life or death, but maybe it has something, it has the ability to be able to set you back or hold you back in some way. And that's maybe the concern is kind of like, sometimes your nervousness is alchemizing you, your mind when it comes to accepting that, it's almost like there's 50-50 or um, it just kind of depends. It's sobering is what it feels like. Something about this energy. It's like as soon as I told you I had them, they went away, right? That's how spirit communicates, right? Body being used as a modality for communication alone. Um, but it feels like those situations that are like, they're unnerving, they're sobering, um, chilling, if you will. But because of the fact that um, it's usually indicating of what could be like circumstances that you could have to recover from, you could have to heal from, um, could indicate a period of like having to tolerate something that you maybe don't have a tolerance for. Um, Speaking of that, let's see what cards we have that fell. Medium Coley, the pinnacle of success. Okay. It just feels like the Mercury, the messenger is here. So it feels like waiting for news. And then square, the door may be locked, but you are the key. Persevere and you will meet any challenge. So it makes me feel like you're right on the precipice. And sometimes it's like you can taste it, right? This is even the energy of like, maybe having a big client, a big business deal that's on the line, and not wanting to blow whatever that business deal, not wanting to ruin it. And so, but waiting for news to maybe it is find out their interest, putting feelers out. It could be waiting to hear back. But what feels like not getting that communication. There's also something significant about like spam, holds, suspense is honestly what it feels like. Suspense. This could even be money that you're waiting for. The door may be locked, but you are the key. When there's a square, it's usually an indication of some form of opposition. There's something opposing. Perhaps it has equal weight. Perhaps it doesn't. Maybe that's why you're the key, because you know that I see the phoenix at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're about to give. I just heard transmission. I also heard transition to a situation. Yeah, abundance and hello, but heaven. You're accessing something. I want to say Aquarius. I'm telling you something about Aquarius in your energy. Yeah, the abundance is what's locked. The message is coming from heaven, which makes me feel like you're being inspired to, this could be like to write, to communicate, to you're being inspired in terms of like um if there is a challenge, something about your communication ability right now is what is getting rid of the opposition and is bringing you the success I feel like you need. Yeah, because that Phoenix is like I don't know why I kind of get like you may be improving something about your communication skills, your writing skills. This could just be you're more articulate right now, and something about that is I don't know. I'm just getting something with the pen is really, really good. And it's opening doors I feel that were closed. This could even be like your consciousness, where you're far more conscious than what you were. And hello from heaven is an indication that even mentally, logically, I'm also getting something about like receptivity. You're connecting with heaven, you're connecting in conscious ways, and it's basically communicating to you solutions. So while there may be some sort of stress I don't really feel like you're worried. I feel like it's almost like, tell me again, tell me more, heaven, or I'm waiting to hear from heaven. It feels an energy like that, like I'm waiting to know for knowledge. And this could be obviously from other people, or it could certainly be like, you know, your prayers, your petitions. Give me a sign is what it feels like, so that I know. So I feel I definitely sense that things are changing. I can see a new start is coming for you. Ooh, I don't know why. Let me just say, Scorpio, this feels intense. I'm wanting to say Aquarius again, but this feels intense. So I feel like make sure you rest your mind, do things. This could be do things that occupy your mind. Don't maybe overthink or dwell on things. Okay, I see it's time to take action. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so you're actually doing something. This honestly feels like there's some situation where you have faced opposition, and wherever you're being opposed is an area that's very important to you. It's valuable. This could be something that impacts your growth, and not just for the short term, but the long term. And I feel like you are in some way addressing that in a way that gets you access to what is valuable to you. This indicates to me that that's likely what you've been waiting for, is some sort of sign, some sort of information. And it's almost like so that you know what to do, so that you know what steps to take, what action to take. So I feel if that's been you, something makes me feel like there's something that is or has like delayed communication. Okay. You could even be like, late responding. I haven't responded yet. I have to wait until I know, that type of energy, right? So sometimes that can be the opposition. That doesn't have to be a person. It can just be a situation, something that you want to do, but I can't do that because I'm up against this. So I need to hear something. There's something that I need to know. I need a sign. I need information, so that I know I'm good to what feels like take some sort of action that you've been wanting to take. And I feel like you're going to get that. Okay. I honestly feel like that's the gist of your oracle messages, is like nervousness around waiting for some communication. I also heard, I remember this song from Beetlejuice, okay? And if you think about that movie, it was full of like intense factors, things, happenings. But I hear shake, 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 Sonora, shake your body. Sonora is, and I don't know, maybe that's significant otherwise, but it's Spanish. Senora is Spanish for Mrs., right? Speaking of a married woman, a wife. So there could be some significance around that. There could be nervousness about, maybe it is getting married. Maybe it is about being a wife. Maybe there's some things perhaps that are working against you. This could indicate cold feet. That could be you. That could be a person opposite you. But what could be like waiting for an answer or a message so I know, what to do if this is, a step that I should take. Maybe you are a married woman. Obviously, marriage is any type of relationship, so this can just be commitment. Before you commit, you're waiting to hear from heaven before you take what feels like that step. And I can't take that step until I hear from heaven. That's important to me. Heavy on that energy. That's what I have for you for Oracle messages. Let's go over to Tarot Palace and get your tarot check in. I love you. Talk soon.